everyone, this is Kate, aka Mahania. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. So today, in this video, I'm going to show you my completed pages for September 2024. And this month I colored only 5 pages. Didn't have much time for that, but I did the best what I could. And we are going to get started with the PDFs. Tatiana Behemostolova, Nice Little Town, number 4. So here I have it in a PDF version. So this is the page that I colored, and yeah, I really enjoyed that one. I did that as the last page for this year for hashtag Spacember 2024, which actually was an amazing event, I would say. A lot of people took part, and a lot of people posted their beautiful pages related to Spacember. So it was an amazing event, and I definitely want to do that again next year. So yeah, this one is Tatiana Behemostolova, Nice Little Town 4, as I mentioned before. So here we don't have pretty much any participants. I mean, no mice, no cats, no one is here except maybe birds. But actually, what did I use here? It's the full page is colored with Pencils Color. I used my odorless solvent, to make this kind of look in the background. So yeah, background is also pencil, and actually this stuff helps a lot to achieve that kind of look. 2 layers of pencils, pencil is there, 2 different color of pencils. So they pretty much close, but this one is kind of lighter, maybe contains a little bit more of white in it, and this one is more like opaque. But when you want to work with solvent like this, then it's better to make a little swatch, right? So when you make a little swatch, let me show you what I mean by that. I don't really have time to do like whole tutorial videos, so I include that info just in my completed pages. So let's see. So for example, this is Color Sapphire Blue, and we can see that this one is pretty nice, color, like I would say like darker variation of blue. This one is cyan blue, and this one is like, looks like that, right? So when you want, if you use actually the odorless solvent, then it happens to be, it will change its color. So let me show you what I mean. So this one becomes, it's like watercolor, right? So it slightly changes its color. It becomes more faint, let's say, like watercolor. So the same idea is behind it. So again, the color from the pencil, right? So, and this one. So you can see that they are pretty much different, right? So if you apply solvent, so this is what happens to the colors. It doesn't really matter which pencils you use, pretty much. Like here I'm working on another page now, so this is the variation of colors I have here. So let's say we'll take Durant Red, just pure red, C120. And let's say we take Prismacolor PC904. So let's do the same stuff with them. You'll see it pretty much, it happens to any type of pencils, it doesn't really matter which pencils you use, they all gonna dissolve in the same way. So let me take some clear part of it. So this is what happens to Prisma. You see it just faints. And let's switch it like that. So, and this one is Derwent Color Soft. So yeah, just like that. And then just to apply the color next to it so you'll see the difference. So it faints, right? So it just faints. So you can see that this red is pretty much darker. So, oops, don't want to split it. So this is what is going on, right? So the colors, they become more like diluted, right? Comparing to when you just burnish, for example. So this is what you need to keep in mind when you use solvent. So it's gonna change its color, it's 100%. One more thing that I want to add is if you just applied odorless solvent and you go over, it's not that dry yet, so but you go over, it actually applies easier. And this is like, it just covers seamlessly, you know, just like that. Okay, that's Prisma, so it has some so yeah, so this is what happens. So pretty cool effect, I would say. So this is what I usually do. This is why I'm saying that in this page by Tatiana Behemostolova, she's from Ukraine actually. So, and it's really nice to know that such an amazing artist is also from Ukraine, but she doesn't live in Ukraine. So here we have the same effect, right? So the first layer I used the solvent, and then the second layer I just applied a pencil on still wet, yeah, surface, kind of wet, yeah. So because solvent, it's not really water, so it's like a little bit like oil, it feels like that. So anyway, so this is what I do, and this is what I did right here. So yeah, and everything else. So a little bit of gel, golden gel pen. I have it here. It's Senti, very pretty much cheap, but I really like these pens. They work really nice. I like their colors, so they are not like too bright or like they are just golden middle, so specifically what I want. So yeah, this is this one. Let's go to the next page. It's Morgan O'Brien. So this one is also a PDF. Here I used the same color pencils. I don't recall. No, I think I didn't use solvent here. I just applied lightly. So the pencil, and it worked pretty nice. So this is like, even though this is from Any Day book, I decided to make it like winter. Yeah, so winter. I said winter, to make it like autumn. Yeah, so I really like that one. Yeah, so it's like, you know, beginning of autumn, something like that. Like, or it's called in English like Indian summer, when there is like there are a few days in the year when during autumn, when actually the temperature rises, and it feels like real summer, but it's just in the middle of autumn. So yeah, in Ukrainian we call it like grandmother's summer, but in English it's like Indian summer, I believe, because it came from the US rather than from Great Britain, as Great Britain is an island basically, and there is no such effect as as we call it, like grandmother's summer. So yeah, but anyway, this is the page by Morgan O'Brien, and I colored it with Color. If I mentioned, I like printed it on a very, very thin paper. I just wanted to color something quickly, and I didn't want to spend time on looking for my nice paper, so I grabbed whatever I had and just printed it and just colored. So that is why the paper here is like office paper. It's really, really thin. So, but still it worked really nice. Yeah. So next one is as well Morgan O'Brien. This one is done by watercolors. I use Rosa. And yeah, so if you are interested how to do this kind of shadow effect, first of all, when you just begin to paint, right, apply a little wash of blue and then apply the brown color on top of the blue, and that's it. This is how you do the shadows. So this page took me like maybe 10 minutes and a few minutes just to dry firstly the blue. Yeah, I just left it to dry. So when the blue is dry, then I just covered it with, so this is the same color as here. Yeah, the same brown, and just color it the same as here with the shadows. So yeah. So here I added a little bit more blue, yeah, like light blue, yeah. So the pines, yeah, the evergreens would look a little bit more different comparing to this kind of greens. And this green, I mean Grogu, yeah. So he is colored with green plus ochre as well. You can mix green and yellow. Just green and yellow becomes more like too juicy, yeah, and green and ochre becomes this kind of brownish light yellow. I really like that one. So you can mix it, or you can use already pre-mixed colors, like if you have a set of watercolor. So yep. This is about Morgan O'Brien, The Way Home. Also, my boyfriend asked me to color something, so this is what he colored. And I really like his way of seeing like things. So when he colors something, it becomes like super vibrant. Yeah, like the colors are so juicy, and I would never think to color this stuff like an orange or like blue, and yeah. So I really love that one. He missed few spots, but that's okay. Anyway, I really love his coloring. So yeah, it like almost a body color, but not really. Okay, so next one is for again Space Timber hashtag, and this is what I got so far. For the yeah. This is a huge page. I did it. The background is just acrylic paint. These splashes is also acrylic paint. I use a toothbrush just to make these splashes. I have a like a toothbrush that I use specifically for these things. Everything else is done with Derwent ink tanks, right? So yeah, so here I decided just to go through the way of like, you know, just apply color 1-to-1. So it's like a galaxy type of, but not really galaxy because it's a rhino still. So all these doodles, yeah, so they also are colored in this kind of way. So I really like that rose, how it came out. So what else? So yeah, it like I wouldn't say that it took a lot of time. It like the only one thing that took a lot of time may be to apply here the black paint, because you know to omit all these things. Yeah, so it was like a little bit tricky to do. But generally, I really like that work, and it didn't take me a lot of time. So yeah, like I could have done a little bit more in here, I think, but I think, yeah, so I think this one is finished pretty much. So the background, I decided to use, so here we have a quasar, yeah, some galaxies, yeah, really bright spots, like maybe, like really bright, I mean, maybe there are some giant stars, like, you know. So, and the rhino itself, yeah, so it has the color and also some stars in it, so it's hard to describe, but this is how I was seeing it, and I was talking about that in my video about plans for space timber. So yeah, this is the result. Okay, so next one, it's for hashtag Lulu Mayo Scavenger Hunt September 2024. And one of the prompts was there is fox as well as mushroom. So this is the page that I chose, and this one is in Lulu Mayo A Million Little Monsters, Ukrainian edition. So what did I use here? Ink tents, Derwent ink tents for the background. Then these parts, like all these creatures and everything, it's color. Here I used the solvent because you can see that gradient right here, right? So it's like, and I used white acrylic paint and one of my trusty liners like this. So maybe it's really hard to see, like it's really, really thin kind of brush. Maybe let's make it wet. Sorry, it's really, really thin. So, and this is how I apply all these little things. So I use just like, yeah, I've got a lot of different pens, like Pen Touch, this one. I've got, this is Gel Roll, is that? Yes. As well, Sakura Gel Roll, like white. So this one is Sakura. I had something else. Yeah, I do have the same Santi, but in white, just white, no sparkles, like no reflection, just white. But every time I face with difficulties to apply these things, like these pens, on top of burnished or like burnished layer of pencils, or maybe if I used solvent, it just doesn't want to stick. That is why I use just acrylic paint and a liner, or liner, or liner, how would you say it? I don't know. So yeah, it doesn't say here, just very thin brush and acrylic paint, and this is what it does. Yeah, so I really like that effect, and that is why I don't think that I will ever buy any additional white pens. Acrylic paint just works perfectly for me. So what else here? A little bit of glitter gel pen right here on its head, and just here and there a little bit of glaze. Again, this is Sakura roll glaze, yeah, or glaze roll pen, so something like. I use that for ice specifically, yeah. So that's about it. Yeah, I really like that page. So this is like, it's not really a fox like you would think a fox. So this one is like kitsune. This is Japanese version of mythic fox. So they have lots of tails, usually 9 if I'm not mistaken, but it depends, I guess. So yeah, so this is how I decided to do that page for Lulu Mayo Scavenger Hunt September 2024. And yeah, so I really enjoyed that page, and as you can see, I have a lot of flags here. Like I want to color a lot of pages for October, and This book specifically is filled with amazing pages, specific, like for that fit, the mood of October. I really love October. Actually, we have Ukrainian version of Halloween, and we, of course, we don't celebrate it like that, but we have now more like American version of it. So children have some maybe evenings or some celebrations, usually during English classes, because teachers of English, they provide with this idea of celebrating Halloween. And yeah, but we do have our own version, and it was, people celebrated it before Christianity came to these lands. And a little bit even after. So, and the day is actually about recalling the people who passed away, just all these kind of things. So yeah, but we do have and I really like that holiday. It's really cool when something scary can become that cute. And as well, I really love autumn, as many of us, I guess. So the last page is in Alien Worlds by Kirby Rosanas, and this is the next page. So let's go through as usually, like the whole adventure. Here we have the front page, then we go here. Yeah, so I didn't do much in that one because this is it was just before I step into the group, which was created by Happy Catastrophe on Instagram, and this is for hashtag Alien Worlds Data Report. So now I have motivation actually to work in this book. So this is, we are landing on the planet, and this is it was last month, right? We were talking about this solar giant, and this is this month. So this is the Predator, right? And I colored it the same colors as the flora, because at the back of the book we know that there are just ideas of what are the animals, what is the place. Here we have the pages, numbers of pages, and description of like light description of what we actually see. So as this is the Predator, so, and I saw that it has this kind of flowery head, right? So I decided, like, okay, these flowers, they look pretty much similar, so maybe it would evolve in some kind of a way so it can hunt, right? Because it has the same colors as the environment around it. And yeah, so this is why I colored it the same colors, yeah, here and here. So it's like blue and violet and pink a little bit. So that's about that. The only one thing that I did, like earthy tones, it's eyes, right? So a little bit of green, alien butterflies, let's call them like that. So just to make some accents, because it's too blue to, yeah. As well as for the background, here I added just strokes with the bluish greenish kind of pencil to create that there is some depth, that there is actually forest farther behind these trees. So yeah, talking about the pencils, again, I used color. So why? Because they work okay on this kind of paper, and I like the effect that they have. So I don't see why to waste my Prismas. So that's okay. I'm using Prismas pretty much when I want to get really vibrant colors, and that you will see next month. I work on a page from the Green Witches coloring book, Let me show you this one. I'm not going to show you the book, like the page that I'm working on right now, but this is the book where I'm working, and actually I'm participating in body color. So for this book, I primarily use Prismacolor and Derwent Color Soft because I want here juicy colors. So like really like vibrant, so they would, you know, like almost crazy. So it's not that possible to do with these kind of cheap pencils like Color because like still the pigment, like I feel the difference between let's say red Color Soft, red Prismacolor, and red Color. So Prismacolor and Color Soft Derwent, they are much better, that's for sure. Okay, yeah, so the video had interrupted, so now I come back, and what I wanted to show you one more thing here. So it's just today I came back from my little I would say cabin, like we call that place dacha. And to explain what is that, it's a little area, yeah, that was given during Soviet Union time to people where they could have like a second house. Usually it's a small house, up to 2 stories, yeah, usually 1 story. So like 1 story house and a little piece of land. So this is where people would grow their potatoes, you know, some kind of stuff like in their kitchen gardens. And yeah, so our family also has one. And just today I came back, and yesterday evening I was there. We have we warm up that house using how to call it, like it's like a stove or yeah, it's hard to explain. Okay, we use wood. Yeah, so just to explain, yes, so you burn the wood and it hits the house. So you can actually hear how it's burning and everything. So yeah. And I was sketching. So this is my little sketchbook. I call it like a little ugly sketchbook because I don't tend to do something amazing here. So it's just, you know, some doodly kind of stuff. Sometimes it can actually go like turn out really nice. So this one, I want to paint this kind of scenery on canvas using my acrylic paint. Yeah, so this is, I saw this picture somewhere online, and I just took the idea out of it, maybe borrowed. So, and I really like that because something like that, some kind of that scenery, yeah, so it's very common here where I live. So yeah, I really like that one. So for me, it's really hard to come up with my own ideas what to draw, so I need to use some references, or maybe just to take photos of really nice places so then I can draw them. So next thing is this one. I was just practicing on, I don't know what even. It like maybe it was a cafe or something. I don't know. So I took some reference and yeah, just had my time. This one I like more. It's like a small cabin in the woods. Yeah, so and I really like that kind of paintings, like small version. So here I was practicing with different colors and the black background. This is acrylic. This one is, I did it last year, last winter. And it's watercolor. I really love that one. It's so nice. Like, I don't know, but it gives me that vibe of winter. So next one is this. Here I wanted to play mostly with the colors rather than to show something specific, you know, books, something soft, like cushion, and some windows, some lights, lots of greens. I don't know. I actually I didn't use even any kind of reference for that. I just drew it. So you can see what kind of a mess I have if I make something without a reference. So next one, it's acrylic paint. Just again, no reference. I just wanted to do something with acrylic paint, and this is what I got. This was my first attempt using the how it calls ink tents, Derwent ink tents. Yeah, so it became really, really light, but still I like it. So this is the second attempt. I like it more. As for the reference, I just took the picture of the cherries in my yard, and yeah, so this is what I got. Nice, I like it. Okay. This one I was just trying to do like how the watercolor will work with the ink tents. They work really well together. Also, I tried to lighten it up with watercolor. So yeah, it was just an experiment. This one I leave as a sketch with a pencil. I don't want to color it. Just like that. My boyfriend helped me a bit with the perspective because I'm really dumb in perspective. So, but I created the idea, so everything else is drawn by me. He just drew me a few lines to show like, this is the bottom, this is how the roof goes. And I'm like, okay. And I continued to sketch. For this kind of sketches, I use this kind of pencils. This is Faber-Castell mechanical pencil, and it's thin, so it's really easy to practice in this way. Oh, just to doodle. So this one, I don't know what I was doing. Like, I don't know what I was doing. It's just, you know, unintentional. As well, unintentional. This is why I have actually this stuff. And this is what I did yesterday. It's a doodle stuff, and I really like it. So these kind of doodles, this is something new for me. I have never done something like that before. And yes, so maybe I will continue because I really enjoyed that. I took with me only these watercolors, this set of watercolors, right? I use that as for my, where you would mix your colors. So this is the only one set of watercolors I had, and the brush. Yeah, this is Derwent, the smallest kind of a brush. And yeah, so I had an amazing time. Just one more thing, what I had with me, it's two pencils. Two pencils. This one, if I'm not mistaken, this one, yeah, so this is color just warm brown and cold brown. Yeah, so just to explain what I mean by that, let me show you. This one is cold, like grayish tone, and this one is warm, a bit more yellowish tone. So this is what I call cold brown and warm brown. Yeah, so I used them to do some highlights, not highlights, shadows. So right here and here, yeah, actually I can add a little bit more here, just like that. So and yeah, like, it's really easy if you have a pencil, so you can add by adding some strokes, you know, really like that. And yeah, so had amazing time doing all this stuff. Actually, just a little bit more shadow here. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, and I really like that kind of doodling. So it's something really relaxing, and just using some kind of references that it's easy to find online, so it's possible to create something like that. And yeah, so I think I'll do that more of this kind of doodling stuff. I really like that thing. So it's like you create your own coloring and then you just, color it. So especially when it's about like travel points. So maybe for me so far it's easier to take just my watercolor set and a little brush, like 2 pencils is okay. So it doesn't take a lot of place. It's very light thing. So I think that is like an option for me rather than to grab a coloring book, because coloring books, like usually I use there lots of different colors, and I never know which color I would need next, and it's like it would be a nightmare to grab like the whole set of pencils that I have. Like I do have a bag for carrying on all my supplies. It's Derwent, and let me show you. So just like that, to clean a little bit my table. So this is Derwent, a bag for keeping all supplies. So I really love that one, like it's very well made. And here I have my Derwent ink tans, the very first leaf. Then here some of the colors are missing because I'm having them right here for the project. So here I have a few of Derwent Color Soft, and this is Prisma. So next thing I have just gray pencils, my Micron Sakura. Yeah, so these are also some pens, white and Jelly Roll. So, and here I have a set of glitter, yeah, gel pens. And here it's my soft pastels, just a small and very cheap, yeah, like set. So these are they, and I don't use them often, I would say, but sometimes it's really just nice to make some light kind of background. This is also scented. It's gray, kind of just gray set of water-based markers, sketch markers. So some stencils. Oh, this one, I use it as just to mix some paint, and usually for acrylics because it just easy to clean that stuff, as well as not only acrylics. I use it for ink tans, so it's washable, and yeah, so that's about that. So ink tans becomes permanent if you put it on paper, but if it's on any other surface, like for example here I have on this dish, so this is ink tans, and like you can activate it pretty easily using just water, but if you apply it on your paper it cannot be activated anymore. So just like that, and this is what I love actually about ink tans, and also the colors. So when it dries it's like impossible to remove it. So here I just, the paper becomes wet but the paint doesn't move. So that's about that. Okay. Oh, so I've seen here, this is a sketch that my boyfriend did for me, Sometimes I do such things, like he does such things, like he sketches something and then I can color it with my watercolors. So yeah, I really love that stuff. So he does amazing sketches. Okay, so this is about that. This is my bag. But to grab the whole bag for a 2-day trip, you know, it's too much, I guess. Like it's pretty much heavy stuff, just like that. So that is why I really like that kind of format of doodle, you know, very small sketchbook, and it's easy, just a set of watercolors and the sketchbook and one brush. That's it. So yeah, these are my completed pages for September, and I hope that October will be better in terms of coloring. I'll have more time to do that and more opportunities to do that. So yeah, see you after October. Yeah, happy Halloween, everybody, in advance, and happy coloring. See you next time. Bye.